Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have two videos for you tonight. The first one is from Detective Williams on YouTube. And this is a video of a woman that has had a few, quite a few. In fact, so many that she pulls out a handy wipe and tries to dial it like a phone. And the courts, most of the courts are closed today, so I was just searching for some other stuff. I hope you guys don't mind something a little bit different. I think you'll like this video because it's pretty funny. And then the second one is with Judge Mark Bromlich at the 38th Circuit Court in Michigan. And he has a couple in his courtroom that are dealing with some custody issues. The only problem is the woman is not happy with the outcome, and she's not doing the things that she's supposed to be doing, so she only has herself to blame. So I hope you guys don't mind something a little bit different on this President's Day, and I hope you enjoy this.
I was leaving here.
Were you able to get out of the store?
I think so.
It's pretty tight.
To exit, to take a left, and she just ran right into me. She was going to turn into here. Her grandmother died.
Where were you exactly?
Let's see the stick. So I'm here.
So you were right here. What happened?
And then, I guess she turned into here, and she just ran right into me. And then I ended up there.
Were you in the roadway yet or no?
No.
You were right here?
Yeah.
So you were stopped right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so I could see technically.
I gotcha. Can you get your driver's license real quick?
Driver's license?
Yep. And the insurance for your car? And then I'll meet up with you in a second. Just wait right over here for me, okay?
According to the victim, Christina claimed she was on the way to her grandmother's funeral, but that she wasn't disoriented. The officer who went to question Christina, however, would find her drunk and in tears.
Do you have a driver's license on you? And your insurance?
I want to call my dad first.
Okay, but I still need your driver's license and insurance, okay?
Why? Because that woman is going off her rocker.
What happened today?
My grandma died.
I'm sorry.
That's what happened
Today?
today.
I'm so sorry.
And I was going to the special cemetery, and that's when I got into the car accident. I think that was just the current one.
I understand, but so she's buried here. She passed away 2 days ago. So you were coming today to pay her respects, grieve, or just to visit her today?
I was coming here to pay my respects for my grandma.
I understand that. So what happened here? How did this occur?
Because she was too close to my end, and when I went into there and I told, you know what, tell her to stop.
Well, she's just taking her whatever photo she needs for the insurance. Okay? So do you have a newer copy of the insurance?
What do you need right now? Okay, like, seriously, what do you need?
So I need your driver's license.
Okay.
So I need your driver's license. That's your registration.
Okay.
And I don't need that. I need your driver's license.
Okay.
It's right there. How much did you have to drink today?
I didn't have anything. I told my mom told me that my grandma passed away.
Okay.
And that they were going to the monument.
Okay. Today? They were going to the monument today?
Yes. And that's why I'm so upset. So you can talk to my parents.
then.
I don't need to talk to your parents. I need to talk to you, because you were the one involved in this accident.
Christina claims she hadn't drank but is clearly out of it as she confused her wet wipes for her driver's license and her overhead garage door opener for 2 breathalyzers. Not only that, she also proceeded to call her brother-in-law using a wet wipe she thought was her phone.
Alright, Christina, I need your phone number for the report.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to in private.
That's not a phone, it's a hand wipe.
I know, it's a hand wipe. It's still a phone. It's still a phone. Okay?
Oh,
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever rename me as a dumb.
I'm not.
Yeah, you did. You said, Christina, I'm trying to.
Right,
okay?
right.
So let me.
No, you're not closing the door. So here's what's gonna happen, okay, Christina? The phone. Okay.
I can have my own.
No, not at this time.
Did he just say the popo is on its way?
No, he said 1:14:23.
Oh,
means he's here.
The popo.
Yeah.
Christina then threatens the officer by claiming that her brother-in-law was a law enforcement official who was in a higher post than the officer. As another officer arrives to assist, they make Christina perform field sobriety tests, which unsurprisingly go untoward.
Can you do this for me? Can you put your feet together for me just like that? You see the tip of my pen? Yeah. Alright. What I want you to do is I want you to stare at the tip of my pen. Alright? Using your eyes and only your eyes.
I can't wait for my dad to pull you over.
Perfect. So stay at the tip of my pen, okay? And what I want you to do is using your eyes and only your eyes. I want you to follow the tip of my pen. Okay? You understand?
Yes, I do. Just do it already.
I know.
God
but
damn
I gotta go through all these instructions now.
How many times are you gonna do it till you know I can do it?
It's a few times, unfortunately. I gotta go through all the steps.
And then you're gonna run into my dad, and he's gonna tell you to go.
Christina, can you do this for me?
I've done it.
Okay. And just hold still and just follow with your eyes.
I think you're the retarded one. Oh, I can't wait for you to meet my father.
Okay, follow the tip of the pen.
I am, you.
Alright. So next what I want you to do, alright, you can.
What, you want me to stand on my hand with 1, 2 feet? I can't do that regardless.
No, luckily we don't have to do any handstands. So here's what I want you to do, alright?
What do you want?
Take a few steps back real quick, move back a little bit. Alright, stop right there. Alright? So keep your hands flat on your sides, heel to toe just like this. We're going to take a series of 9 steps.
I can't do it.
Are you saying you're not able to do this?
Because of my back problems. I have curvular back.
Are you saying you physically cannot do this?
I will try, but I'm telling you, I have back problems.
This is why I'm asking you. Can you physically do this?
And you're holding me up from my grandma's funeral.
Can you physically do this? Yes or no? Christina.
3, 4, 5.
Christina, I gotta give you the rest of the directions. See? You gotta go back, okay?
After realizing she's failed the sobriety tests, Christina then asks for her attorney. As many of you would expect, even after showing countless signs of impairment, this Karen refused to believe she is now under arrest for DUI.
But I want my attorney.
Okay, stop.
Present.
Stop.
No, you
right,
do
turn
not
around.
touch
Christina, turn
me.
around. Put your hands behind your back.
You do not touch
Turn
me.
around. Put your hands behind your back.
I want to talk
Turn
to
around.
my
Put your hands
attorney.
behind your back. You can call them when we get to the station. Turn around, please. Okay?
You are
Turn
hurting
around.
me.
Turn around. All right. You're under arrest for DUI.
No, I'm not. I'll do whatever test you want me to.
It's too late, Christina. All right. All right. All right.
This is absolutely ridiculous. You're hurting me.
Calm down.
You are hurting me.
All you need to do is walk. Alright, hold on, Christina. I gotta make sure there's nothing in your pockets.
There's nothing in my pockets. You're seriously gonna make me miss my grandma's funeral?
As the cars got towed, the officer took the victim down to the station to record her statement and Christina to charge and detain her. Christina's Karen behavior at the station only intensified.
Don't touch my purse like that unless you want to pay for it.
You mean putting it down?
The way you are holding it.
By the handles?
Do you want to purchase that purse yourself?
Not my style, but I don't know how Karen would
It's
handle
not
it.
your style. Is it your baby mama style?
Okay.
I have never worn my shoes. They've always been like this. You
Okay.
guys had no problem then. Now, did you?
No, you said you had no issues. Take your shoes off for me, please.
Can I take a picture? A screenshot. I want to take a picture.
We have lots of video going. This one, the 10 of them that are in here.
Sweetheart, I know how it works. Okay? My
Cute.
brother-in-law is
I know, you don't.
way above your pay grade.
Okay.
And thank God for that. Because you guys are just a bunch of hoodlums running around.
Okay.
I hope you... Does that make you
All right,
feel
check
better
your arm.
inside?
Read your arm, please. Thank you.
Does that make... Oh, don't hurt me.
I'm not. Give me your arm.
Does that make you feel better inside? I'm just asking.
I know. I'm letting you know. I'm answering your question as thorough as I can.
Okay, so don't be a smart with me. Oh, you're not.
You've asked a lot of
Oh,
questions.
now
I'm
you're
as thorough
gonna
as I
talk
can.
to your sergeant all nicey nice
Christina.
when you've been in
I
to
need-
me.
After insulting and mocking the officer, the entitled Karen demanded to have a phone call with her father and proceeded to have a breakdown when denied.
I want to talk to my father first. How about that?
Well, it doesn't work that way. All right, I'll call you back later. See that? I need.
No, I don't care how old I am or where I live or blah, 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 blah. I want to talk to my dad. And I have that right too. Do you want a piece of my blood too?
We'll get to that. Give me a second.
I want to talk to my father.
I understand that.
And he'll tell you
will absolutely be able
to go yourself.
Okay,
Okay?
that's fine. He can do
I
that.
want to talk to my dad.
But I still have to.
It's his mom who is getting buried today.
Sorry.
How do you not have a goddamn heart?
I do.
No, you don't.
And I tried speaking to
No,
him on the
you
street.
don't.
Okay.
Because of what was going on.
And I understand that.
I'm
If
not
I was
under
depressed-
the influence, you dumb
Okay.
I want my phone
So let me explain this to you,
now.
Christina.
No, I have the right to my attorney,
Wait.
who is DeFranco.
This goes first, okay? But you understand this, correct?
No, I don't understand it.
Okay.
No,
So to put it in layman's terms for you.
no,
All right.
I don't.
Says
Blah 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 blah
if you
blah.
refuse to take any of these tests, okay,
I
your
can't.
license
I
is going to be
literally can't
suspended
hear
for
you.
12 months. All
I
right?
literally cannot hear you.
Okay. Well, I already read it to you.
Blah 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 blah.
Understand these rights as I have read them to you, Christina.
No, blah 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 blah.
Christina's behavior with the officer is outrageous. The fact that the officer was able to keep a straight face and stay professional is an amazing feat.
I hope someone in your family dies and you can't make it. Give me my goddamn phone now.
Christina, you just sit down, please.
No, give me my phone now. I have the right to my phone. It says it right here under people arrested or retained by the POPO.
Go ahead, take your time and read it, and let me know what it says. All right?
Give me my phone.
Christina.
I want my phone. you think I'm scared of you?
It's not about being scared. It's about me trying to get your paperwork done so you can get out of here.
What, how do you pronounce your J, your...
Jimenez. So pronounce it like an H, huh?
Tired of her, the officers eventually allow Christina to call her dad. Christina's behavior with her father is absolutely shocking, but not surprising at all.
Dad, I got arrested coming to your mother's funeral, okay? Yeah, so you tell your sister that she is not part of my family. They said that I'm under the influence. I'm at the Niles police station. Come and get me now. And tell your sister to go off. I don't ever want to talk to your sister ever again. I don't care. Come get my now.
Christina, do you want me to talk to him?
Christina was finally charged with DUI alcohol, failing to reduce speed to avoid an accident and improper lane usage. She was, however, released on an I bond by her father. I think that the fact that her dad bailed her out is the problem. He raised this monster and released her into the world only to keep amending her mistakes.
Parenting time at the request of the friend of the court. This hearing is being conducted via Zoom. Present is Attorney Derek Jocks, representing the plaintiff father, Tyler Zonka. Mr. Zonka appears to be present with Mr. Jocks. Is Kaylee DeMerchant present on audio?
I don't know how to fix my camera and stuff. I went to Polycam and I don't know what I did. So
I'm sorry.
oh, here. Okay.
Oh, there. Okay. Now we can see you. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. The last statement you made was garbled. I didn't understand it, ma'am.
Yeah, I couldn't see where the video was. I apologize.
Okay, the parties have conferred with the front of the court this morning. The front of the court has provided the court with a fine recommendation that the ex parte order of June 2023 shall continue. That order suspended mother's parenting time. Further order that defendant's mother may request a court date to review parenting time by submitting a written request after she is successfully completed inpatient therapy. That is a recommendation. Mr. Merchant, do you understand the recommendation?
I understand the recommendation. It was my recommendation to the court to do that. I did complete inpatient rehab in July. And I also went to treatment. However, I was discharged due to an eating disorder. But I had several write-ups regarding like food and everything like that. Now it ended on somebody yelling at me and I got dismissed. I was 2 days away from completion of that at Sacred Heart in Clearview. I did want one visitation day with my son. My son wants to see me. He doesn't know where I'm at. He doesn't understand. He doesn't want to get off the phone with me when I call him and things of that nature. And it's like, I thought that would be fine, but it's not. If you can't grant that, Judge, the only other request I would have then is instead of me doing a formal written letter about requesting a hearing, this took 3 months for me to get this hearing. And I don't want to complete psych and then that may be at the most 2 weeks that I'm in there, and then the hearing is pushed off another 3 months. I need to see him.
It's hard to understand.
Okay. You're very difficult to understand, ma'am. Obviously, the device you're using is not very clear. Perhaps you should call in. But again, obviously, I understand. First of all, you're going to provide documentation from Sacred Heart and so forth that you completed therapy. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, I'm going to go up to Grand Rapids to a facility up there. So I'm not sure where I'll be placed or anything like that, but the most my insurance can do is about a 10-day stay. My request to you is I did want one visitation day. I didn't think that was a lot to ask. Like I said, my son does miss me. But if you can't grant that, then is there a way that you could just schedule the hearing out so that I'm not waiting 3 months for another hearing because I have to do everything in writing and make it formal like that? I would appreciate it if I didn't have to do those steps.
We can do that. We can schedule a date a couple months out with the idea that you can provide some reports to the court as well as Mr. Jacques. What are you suggesting? 2 months?
I wanted it much sooner than that. I'm only going to be in treatment for 2 weeks. They said upon completion of the treatment that we could re-intervene and see if there's anything I can do. But I need to see my son.
Yeah, when you come back, maybe get a different device, ma'am. I know sometimes your voice is real strong. Other time it's sort of hard to understand exactly what you're saying. So I'm not sure if it's a device, but
I want it to be a little bit closer than 2 months away, please. Is it all possible?
So let me ask you: have you in fact completed? Is there completed what inpatient treatment?
Yeah.
Are you currently involved in outpatient?
Yes.
Okay. How often is your outpatient? Every week? Every 2 weeks?
I'm in a domestic violence group as of right now. That's out towards Port Huron.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
I'm in a domestic violence group that's outside of Port Huron. There's something wrong.
Okay. But I know the court's more concerned about substance abuse issues. Are you still involved in substance abuse aftercare?
That I will be addressing as far as like AA and any meetings go.
Ma'am, I'm looking to speaking of your advice, you keep turning your head, and I'm missing half what you're saying. So if you can
I don't know how to fix
that's better.
The phone.
Right, just don't keep turning your head to the side.
Okay.
That's much stronger.
Okay. I can participate in AA and NA meetings. As of right now, I will be staying with friends that I know Tyler trusts with. As far as like them helping me out. They are located in Novi. And then I'm currently pregnant right now, and I was gonna continue on after I delivered. I was going to go again, reconvene and do the inpatient, and then go back out into inpatient substance abuse as well. That's what my plan was, so that
we got half of what you said, Mr. Merchant. So the court's going to give you a phone number. Why don't you write down the phone number so next time you appear, call in by audio, we can hear you much clearer, okay?
Okay.
You got a piece of paper and a pen?
Yeah.
So you can appear by audio. You dial this phone number, then you put in the court's Zoom ID number when you're prompted. Let me know when you're ready.
You're fine. Go ahead.
646 876
Yeah.
9923.
Do you get that phone number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then after the phone number, it'll prompt you then to type in the court's Zoom ID number. So keep the court's Zoom ID number. Okay.
Okay.
And you got that for today. You'll be much clearer and easily understood if you appear by audio rather than the device you're using. All right, the court has a date, March 12th. That Mr. Jacques, are you available either 10 o'clock or 2:30 to review mom's parenting time and her progress? Do you prefer one time over the other?
2:30 would work for me, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Walker, good morning. Can you put in the court review mom's parenting time March 12th at 2:30? Between now and then, we got a month. Mr. Jacques, Mr. Merchant, what about some supervised parenting time for mom so she can have some contact with Jack? Is Mr. Zonka comfortable with that in terms of bringing Jack over? Maybe they can meet somewhere, McDonald's or something, a playland, have lunch, and the child can see mom.
I think that The issue that Mr. Zonk and myself have with that is we don't have any proof of sobriety at this time, and there's been a lot of other things that have occurred in the background that raise serious concerns with regard to the psychological.
Don't deny my parenting time, please. Just
Wait,
one day.
hold on, ma'am. Please don't interrupt. Mr. Jocks, obviously supervised. So obviously if mom's under the influence, then obviously dad would just leave.
I understand that, Your Honor, but we still have concerns about the lack of proof of sobriety, the lack of drug testing, the fact that she was discharged from the previous center prior to completion, and then an incident occurred with a man that she was in a relationship with, which
I'm no longer at.
trying to obtain a PPO against himself and their son Jack because of threats of death and serious bodily harm against the child by this individual, and the fact that after he was arrested on some fairly serious crimes up in St. Clair County, that Mr. Merchant continued to live with them for approximately another month.
Right, but I'm talking about supervised parenting time. We're not talking about unsupervised, something where dad would be present. Is he comfortable being in the presence of the woman that he chose to be the mother of his child?
I have a concern with the PPO that's in place, and I think that the volatility that has occurred previously between the two parties sets that up to fail at this point in time. I think that any supervised parenting time in the future would have to be done through a center or with a trusted third party, but I don't think that we're at the point that we're ready for that.
Well, obviously, any third-party supervising parenting time would discontinue any parenting time if, in fact, mother was under the influence. We just have a 5-year-old child that the court's concerned. Yes, this order goes back to August of 2023. Mother failed to appear for a hearing at that time. The court continued the order of June. It's been 6 months since mom's had any physical contact with this 5-year-old child, and that we need that contact. So the PPO, who sought? So Mr. Zonka sought the PPO against Mr. Merchant. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And that permits any contact?
It does.
Okay. Mr. Walker, there's still a waiting. Right. Well, I guess we'll address this, Mr. Merchant. So provide as much records information as possible on March 12th at 2:30. Mr. Walker, there's still a waiting list with Family County Child Services, correct?
Yes, there is, Your Honor.
What's your thought? Should we wait till March 12th to address that? Because I know it's going to be, what, a month or two on the waiting list, or should we get the parties on the waiting list?
Your Honor, it'd be my opinion that we would want to get that started as soon as possible, because if we wait till March 12th, that just means it'll be even longer before there is any parenting time. If Your Honor is going to order parenting time.
Yeah, we have a 5-year-old child. Mr. Merchant? Mr. Merchant, are you still there? Right, so we're going to review parenting time on March 12th at 2:30. The court's also going to order that the parties make contact with Family County Child Services and schedule intakes for supervised parenting time. It's an agency down here in Monroe. Mr. Merchant, I'm not sure where you live right now, but you'll there's a waiting list. So, Mr. Walker, can you provide into the record the phone number of the agency to make it easy for Mr. Zonk and Mr. Merchant to call the agency, at least complete the intake, get on that waiting list. So, unlikely there'll be any openings between now and March 12th. So, Mr. Merchant, are you still there, Mr. Merchant? All right, to actually reflect, Mr. Merchant is emotional. All right, Mr. Merchant, we understand it's emotional. Here's what the court's going to do. We're trying to move forward, but in a deliberate, safe fashion. So the court will set this for review March 12th at 2:30. You want to call in so you're real clear to hear?
Does it have to, I'm sorry, Judge, does it have to be with these elected people? He trusts Adam and Tiffany. I know that he does. Why can't it just be with them? Why does it have to be in somewhere where my son doesn't understand, where it's strange? He grows up in a very suburban lifestyle. Like, why can't it just be done with close friends and family? That's what I don't understand. Why?
Right, but first,
so diabolical about this whole situation when he doesn't even know what I'm going
Mr.
through.
Merchant, we can talk about that on March 12th. In the meantime, I want there's a master's level person that's going to observe the interaction between you
I
and
don't want
Jack.
I don't want somebody I don't know
Okay.
observing me and
Ma'am,
my
if you
child.
choose, Mr. Merchant, if you choose not to contact the agency, then so be it. That's where it's going to start. If you want to have contact with Jack, that's where it's going to start. Call him, get on the, do an intake, get on the waiting list. Hopefully then we can expand to more family members.
I hate you.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
The court should reflect Mr. Merchant has made a foul statement to the court. Mr. Merchant, do you want to be held in contempt? It's contemptuous conduct. The court will not permit that. So you're exhibiting that you are not a proper parent to have parenting time with this child. I understand it's emotional, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So the court may add this order. You can. I'm giving you a hearing date. I'm trying to accommodate you as much as possible. You're shooting yourself in the foot, ma'am. So March 12th at 2:30, you'll be mailed a copy of this order. Court will also order that the party shall conduct intakes with Family County Child Services, so that when we come back March 12th, we know where you are on the waiting list. So that's a place to start.
What's the
Anything
phone
further,
number?
Mr. Jocks?
I didn't catch that, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Is there anything further from your standpoint?
Not at this time. I was just curious if Mr. Walker was going to provide us with the phone number or if it would be in the written order.
Yes, he's going to put that in the written order, the phone number, so both parties can contact the agency, complete the intakes, at least get going on the waiting list.
Very well. Nothing further from us. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Walker. That will conclude the Zoom hearing. And we'll see everyone back on March 12th at 2:30.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr.
I will
Merchant, do
have.
provide copies of any reports to the front of the court and to Mr. Jocks in the interim, okay? So we can move forward. All right. Thank you, Mr. Walker. That will conclude.
Thank
You can zoom out.
I'll have that updated recommendation in your queue in just a minute, Your Honor.
Thank you.
So I have to just make a comment about that first video. The reason she is the way she is, the reason that she acts the way she is and she thinks she can call her dad and scream and yell at him is because he will bail her out. I don't have children, but if my child did that to me, I would definitely not bail them out. They would be sitting in jail until they figured out how to grow up and do it themselves. Because the reason she's a brat is because dad allows her to be a brat. That's my opinion, obviously. But thank you guys so very much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed, something a little bit different on this President's Day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.